Tomorrow is Election Day. There are a number of local elections happening valley-wide, and representatives from Lupe reminding registered voters their ballot counts.
So let's take a look at the turnout so far during the early voting period in Hidalgo County. More than 399,000 registered voters. But this election cycle, nearly 15,000 people turned out at the polls. In Cameron County, of the 220,000 registered voters, just over 3,800 people voted early.
Lupe is working to increase voter turnout. They've created a new organization called Lupe Votes. Here's Channel 5's Tanvi Verma.
Alan Garcia lives in a colonia in Alamo. He says he needs more of his community to participate in the political process so they can get the changes they need.
But my colonia and the near ones get flooded when it rains for 30 minutes. It floods like half a foot.
He says oftentimes working class people in his community want to vote but can't.
Not everyone who lives in a colonia does have a right to go vote, or sometimes they work so much. They work from like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. that by the time they get out of work, the polling location is closed.
That's where Lupe Votes comes in. Director of Organizing Danny Diaz says they will provide rides and information to people who want to vote.
People like working class people, teachers, construction workers, just working class people that for years we've represented.
They plan to inform people who can't speak English how someone can come to the polls to help them if they provide a specific form under new Texas voting laws.
We're going to have an aggressive field plan to knock on thousands of doors. We're going to have an aggressive digital plan.
They're having to get more volunteers themselves because under new voting laws, they can't drive as many people to the polls.
For example, vote harvesting. It would be borderline illegal for us to take a lot of people to go out and vote at the same time.
And with this information coming to colonias, Alan says it will help more people to plan ahead and get the resources they need to go and vote.
I feel that by working more closely with the community, like better community outreach, passing out information, resources through social media, block walking, it's going to promote voting more. Diaz is also telling Channel 5 they're going to try to work with Hidalgo County to actually get polling sites in colonias to provide for easier access. Tanvi Verma, Channel 5 News.
And another note to Tanvi's story, if you're an Hidalgo County voter and have not mailed your mail-in ballot, you can drop it off at the Hidalgo County Elections Department tomorrow. This is only for Election Day. Drop-off can be done in person or curbside from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.